Tommy Rex, and you're listening to today's Boondoggle.
This is Mark Metcalf, and you are listening to today's Boondoggle with Bailey on Domain Cleveland Radio.
You are listening to today's Boondoggle with Bailey on Domain Cleveland Radio. Yes, Kato Kalin listens to this all the time.
Welcome to today's Boondoggle. Now, here's your host. Incarceration, America's rock, metal, and tattoo festival returns this summer with Limp Bizkit, Disturbed, Bad Omens, plus Gojira, Papa Roach, A Day to Remember, Motionless in White, Ice Nine Kills, Cypress Hill, The Used, and so many more. Incarceration at the Ohio State Reformatory, July 17th to 19th. Passes on sale now at incarceration.com.
What's going on, everybody? It's Bill Bailey with today's Boondoggle, and reaching across the globe here, different time zones, talking with Milka and Janne from the band Crimson Day. What's going on, everybody? How you doing?
Thanks, we're doing great. Thanks for inviting us for the podcast.
Yeah, I always love reaching out and talking to different people in different bands across the globe, and usually everybody's stories is pretty similar though, but usually when I have people on for the first time, I like to go like way back into childhood. So do you guys remember originally what you wanted to be when you grew up?
Oh wow.
Oh, that's a deep cut here.
Yeah.
You can start.
Well, I think I wanted to be a singer for a long time, that's for sure. But I think maybe an animal caretaker or something like that. That was the first thing I wanted to do as a kid.
I think on first or second grade, I remember I hoped to be a lawyer.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Wow, at second grade, Wanda already. Were you good at debating with your parents? You good at debating with your parents?
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lawyer would have been better. Yeah. Money-wise,
probably,
at least.
Probably, yeah.
Nice. And then when was it like that music kind of first caught your ears, and who are some of the earliest influences around your home?
For me, I think I started to play the piano around the age of 7 or 8 years old, so quite early. And then I started singing some popular music, some pop music that was on the radio, probably. And I started from there. And then I found my dad's LPs, Motorhead and AC/DC and Iron Maiden. So I think it was a collection album of Motorhead songs with a nice leather LP cover with a snaggletooth on the cover. And I found that from my dad's LP collection. And that was the first time I was like, wow, what is this? I need to hear this. And then I managed to fix an old LP player. And I think that was it for me.
Nice.
Yeah, for me, it was, I think I was on sixth grade, and my friend borrowed me a Rammstein CD, and that's the very first band that got me into the metal music. But I started playing drums quite late. I was already 15 or 16, and that's because of we were hanging with my friends on a New Year's Eve, and then just one of us came up with the idea that, let's start a band.
Nice.
2 months later, we were jamming in a music class. Of course, we didn't have any instruments of our own yet, but it started there.
Nice. Usually New Year's Eve, everybody's throwing back a few cocktails and they come up with plans for world domination, and then it's like they fall out the next day, but you guys followed through with it at least, huh?
Yes, somehow.
And then when was it that you guys actually, I mean, you guys followed through, got the instruments, started playing out? What was like the music scene like in your area where you grew up at?
Well, I'm from a little town in Finland that has 2,500 people living there. So I don't know if you can imagine that small place. So there was basically nothing to do. So we started a band with my friends. I basically forced my friends to learn to play instruments so I could even, have a band there, because there were no young musicians around. So it wasn't easy. No, it wasn't easy at all, because the instruments were there, the facilities weren't there, so we needed to, build everything or ask someone to build them for us. And our parents played a big role, because they really, really helped us to do everything, because the facilities weren't really there. But later on, of course, now that we are in Tampere, we have a lot of possibilities. But the early years were really, really difficult.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same for me, because I also grew up in a village with a population of 3,000 people, and there was not that much, anything to do. But there was quite a lot people playing different instruments, like guitar players and drummers. But still, it was basically the same guys in the different bands, and every time the previous band broke up, we started a new one, but there was maybe one guy changed. But yeah, I remember we actually didn't have any places to rehearse, and I think my mom let us practice once or twice in our house.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then where did you guys have to go, like if you wanted to see live music?
Long way.
Long way.
Long way.
Yeah, I remember it was, I think, high school. I wanted to see Whitesnake playing in Finland, so we needed to take 8 hours by train to see Whitesnake.
Wow.
And I needed to skip school as well, and it was funny discussion with the principal if I can go by train 8 hours in a school day to see Whitesnake, and I got the permit, so it was worth it.
Nice.
Yeah, but there was concerts nearer, of course, but I think like 2 hours travel was the least you have to do anytime you went to see some concerts. So.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
And then how did you guys get together and form Crimson Day?
Yeah, so Crimson Day has been
since 2013.
Yeah,
and we are the newest members here.
Yeah.
So.
we are the new and the active members, so that's why we are here at this podcast. No, I've been with Crimson Day since 2020, so 6 years now, and Janne's been
23.
3 years now with Crimson Day. So I think I found Crimson Day from online. I was living in France at the time, and I was going to move back to Finland, and I was searching for a band to join after the previous one broke when I moved to France. And Crimson Day had auditions, and I flew from France to Finland to audition for Crimson Day, and I think it was quite easy, and that was it basically. So a month later I joined the band and moved to Finland, and things started from there. And for you?
It was a mutual friend who got us connected.
Yeah.
Like a friend of mine called to me, and she knows Milka, and she told me that, oh, I know this singer. She has a band. They need a drummer. Are you interested? And the funny thing is that in the first place, I said no. I'm not.
yeah. You were really strict about that. You have too much to do. No way.
Yeah. And then Milka called me, and I think I also said that I really don't have time or interest or anything right now. But then for some reason during that phone call, I was just, let's go to audition, and you
have
never
listen
know
the songs,
Yeah. And when I started to listen to songs, I was like, oh,
maybe there's
Okay.
something to it. Yeah.
They are up to something. And, well, I'm here, so
They got you.
yeah.
And then, like you guys said, you grew up in like villages that didn't have like a big scene. Now, where is the base of Crimson Day located?
Crimson Day is located in Tampere, Finland. So I think it's like the 4th largest city in Finland or something like this.
Something like that.
Something
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
And they got quite a music scene there then?
Yeah, we have really nice music scene. I mean, the situation is not good at the moment. I think it's not good in anywhere in the world at the moment, but at least there's still places to play and really active concert venues and a lot of gigs to go to see.
Yeah, and there is an active metal scene in Tampere.
Yeah.
Nice. So I want to ask then about the single False Prophet. Can you tell me a little bit about like the inspiration, writing that and the message in it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the song is written by our guitar player, Ari. And he has made the songs and also most of the lyrics for the song. But yeah, it's about, having this kind of contradiction with religions and the theme we usually have in metal music. But it's not only about religion, it's also about whoever is preaching and whatever is preaching, and people are buying it. And it's kind of a critique to nowadays society and everyone who thinks that they have the right to preach something to people, and people are just buying it.
Yeah, it could fall under like political figures and everything too, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody drinking the Kool-Aid and jumping on a train or something, for whatever their team is, which, and, instead of like looking at the bigger picture and what all we have in common as the people,
Yeah.
And then tell me about your most recent single, Hexed. Like, what's the message with that or inspiration?
Yeah, well, Hexed is about witchcraft. I mean, you clearly see it's about witchcraft, but then we have also always a more more day-to-day life meaning to the songs. So we like to keep them real. And I have wrote the lyrics for Hexed, and for me it's also about some narcissistic figure who wants people to play things as they want, and it's about poisonous people, I would say, also, and it's hidden in the figure of witchcraft.
Gotcha. Yeah, and then I was checking out the music video. Where did you guys go film that at?
Well, it was in 3 different locations during one day.
Yeah, and it's actually a very dear place to me where we filmed, because the scene where we play with the Field of Stones, it's actually in the town where I'm from, and I always wanted to film a music video there. I tried it a few times with the different bands, but some reason they always broke before we released anything. So now we got the chance to film a music video there with Crimson Day, and I think it turned out pretty nice. And there's another location. It's a really remote, this kind of witch cabin in the woods that is actually built by one elderly man. And he built this kind of witch cabin in the middle of a swamp. And it's free to enter. So if you ever visit Finland, you can go to the site and see the different cabins. And I think it's called kammitupa in Finnish. So you can find it in the Western Finland.
Yeah, you really can't translate it.
Yeah, there's no meaning to it. I don't think so. And also, it's same location. Finnish folk metal band Korpiklaani has done some videos. So if you know Korpiklaani, you might find some similarities with our music video and theirs. And then we had a 3rd location, because almost every Finnish person has a summer cottage. So do I, or my family does. And we have this really small remote cabin in the middle of the woods, and we were filming the rest of the scenes there.
Nice. I'm curious. What's the lore behind the witch's cabin?
You mean the guy who built it?
Yeah.
Well, that's a difficult question, because I know that the guy is nowadays like 90-something years old, and the place is not that old, so he was already pretty old when he started to build a place. But I don't know, he just wanted to do something really cool in the swamp and something to tourists to enjoy. And I don't know the more specific story behind it, but the place is really cool, and it's also creepy.
Yeah, that's why I was curious why they call it the witch's cabin, if there was like any stories behind it.
Yeah. A funny story about the filming day was that we were filming there, and as I said, it's free for everyone to enter, so we didn't book it or anything. I mean, we of course announced that we're gonna film there, is that okay? But we didn't book it for us only, so there were other people as well, and you can take a sauna there, and you can take a dip in the swamp from the sauna if you want. So there were some people taking sauna right before we started filming, so that was kind of funny. And
we had all the makeup on.
Yeah. And when we were filming, actually some tourist group, they were foreigners. I don't know which country they were from, I don't remember. But
no, they were really not staying there that long, so we could ask.
Yeah, but
like they saw us and they turned around and
they were like
immediately.
There's some Finnish metal band doing some satanic ritual. We're not going there. No way, we're not going there. And then I screamed at them, yeah, you can come. It's okay. And then I realized I have my mask and the bones and the gown and everything. And I was like, well, I'm probably not much convincing right now with the costume I'm wearing to invite
terrified.
people in. Yeah,
good thing you had a camera crew there, you know.
Yeah, but it was so funny, because I think it's kind of a stereotype that whenever you go into the forest in Finland, there's some metal band filming something. So I think those tourists really got the experience.
Yes.
Yeah. Here
there was also this Finnish family who came there also, and they were looking us from the distance like, what's going on here?
Nice. Yeah, that's funny. Like here near me in the forest, everybody's like trying to see if they're going to catch a sighting of Bigfoot, but out there, I guess they catch metal bands.
Yeah, that's the story. Yeah.
And then let's talk about the album title, Dark Dimension. What's the what inspired that name?
You know better.
Yeah, well, we were actually thinking for a while, what do we want to call this album? And it wasn't clear at first, because we have so much different songs in the album, and it's not a concept album or anything like that. And songs go from, I don't know, blast beat to disco, groove, whatever. There's a lot of different stuff in the album. But I think it was Ari, our guitar player, who in one of our gig trips said that Dark Dimension could be a cool name, because we had a song called Dark Dimension in the album, and then we were like, yeah, actually it's a perfect name for the album, because I mean, Crimson Day is about dark aesthetics and dark themes, lyric wise, but also music wise, and then by the witchcraft themes and also the space theme and everything we have on the album, and the kind of depression and stuff that's going on in the world that's not really good at the moment. All of that, it's kind of the Dark Dimension, and we realized that it kind of ties it all together pretty nicely. So that's why we ended choosing that.
And then what you said that there's a song called Dark Dimension on there as well. What's the message in that song?
Dark Dimension is again, it has a double story. So basically, it sounds like you're traveling into the space, like you're taking your leave from this Earth and traveling to space and seeing this new dimension, basically. But also, it's about if you're really depressed and you would like to leave this world and become something new, whatever the way you choose to reinvent yourself. That's the story behind the lyrics.
Gotcha. Yeah, so that you said there's a lot of different kind of like musical tones and stories in there, but that name kind of brings it all together. Even though you said it's not a concept album, it kind of still is the wrapping paper over the, the creation you guys have there. What is this now? You guys said you're fairly new with the band. I don't know like a lot about the background, but is this the first album that you guys are recording with the band, or have you been on others?
This is the first album for me and second for Milka.
Yeah, and it's the fourth album of Crimson Day.
And what's the experience been like for you guys, like working together on this?
It's been great. I mean, everybody has told us how much the band has developed from the previous album.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a different drummer. Otherwise, the lineup was the same, but Janne wasn't there yet. But now that we have this lineup, I think it's the maybe longest lineup we had. I'm not actually sure if I'm.
Yeah,
lying
someone
there.
said it. This
Longest
has been the longest lasting.
I think it is. Yeah. So we've been together for 3 years now, making this album and actually really spending time on it and rehearsing on the rehearsal place and arranging the songs together. And I think you can really hear it that we actually, did it all together. Even though Ari is the main composer and I do the vocal melodies and the lyrics, but still we did a lot of stuff together and arranged it together, and you can hear it from the album.
And where did you guys like get together for the recording process?
Yeah, so the drums we recorded at our rehearsal place or the studio next to it, basically.
Yeah. Right next door.
yeah. So we have really nice rehearsal place that is run by this non-profit organization, I think.
Yeah, and they let us to use the studio for free.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, that's
nice.
really great. I mean, we have to do the recording and everything ourselves, of course, and the mixing and mastering and everything, but the space is free for us, so that's really cool.
And guitars and basses were recorded at everything was recorded at Ari's place.
Yeah. So you were recording and Ari was recording and
yeah. And the vocals were actually the only instrument that was recorded by a professional.
Yeah. So we recorded most of the album ourselves, but the vocals are made by Jussi Kulomaa, who has been someone we worked for a long time. So I think every album Crimson Day has made has been recorded by him and then mastered by Svante Forsback, who has also done mastering for Rammstein, for example. So
yeah.
Well, that's I mean, the good thing is like, the money you're saving, getting the opportunity to use that studio and then learning and how to record yourselves. That process has to be had to be pretty interesting. What was this like your first time learning how to do all this?
No, I think all of us had bands before, and also with Crimson Day I've done stuff, of course. So it's not the first time. I think first time we used like a really pro mastering guy, I would say, or someone really famous mastering guy for the album. So I think that was something that we didn't do before. I mean, we had, of course, good mastering before as well, but now we had someone who's done mastering for Rammstein, so of course that is a little bit next level. I would say.
Okay, gotcha. And then now with the release of this album, do you guys have plans to like get out and play shows to support it?
Yeah, we actually had the album release party last Saturday.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
To play all the new songs, and people were so excited. And even though we released the album on Friday and we had the show on Saturday, and so many knew all the songs already, so that was really cool.
Yeah, and we have a few shows booked for the summer and next November.
Yeah, until fall.
Nothing that much because, well, it's really hard to get gigs these days.
Yeah, we would really like to go touring in Europe. That has been the plan for I don't know, a year
2
or
years,
so.
2 years.
We've been thinking of going to Central Europe and do some gigs maybe in Germany and France and stuff like this. But the problem is money at the moment. So yeah, we're just trying to get our financials straight, and then we can maybe do a small tour, because it's pretty expensive to go on tour these days.
Yeah.
Oh
especially-
yeah, a lot of bands are suffering right now because of fuel prices alone. You know.
Yeah. Even the big bands. Like
Yeah. So yeah, it's I don't know, man. Hopefully we can get it together, but it's starting to look a lot like things were back during the pandemic, almost,
Yeah.
pretty much.
and that's not a good thing. But inspiration, I guess, for new material. Try and keep
true.
sane, right? Put the pen to paper and say how you're feeling.
Yeah, we can always write new music if we have no money to go on tour.
Yeah, exactly. What was so for the CD release show that you did off the album? What would you say is each year like? I know it's like probably picking like you're trying to pick your favorite child, but which one would you say is like was your favorite one to play live for an audience?
That's a tough one.
I thought you have it easy because I thought you knew. Well, I'm gonna say I thought I'd answer differently, but now after the Saturday show, I have to say that Black Walls Night was super good. I mean, it's so energetic. It's like this power metal song. Basically, it has a lot of power metal elements, and it's so fast and energetic, and people really got with it.
Yeah.
And it felt really cool.
I agree. And well, we have already played that song, I think
maybe twice or something. Yeah.
2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
So we actually knew what we were doing.
yeah, that might be it. So that I wasn't stressing out so much of the song because we played it before, so it wasn't the first time.
But also, I don't know, Hexed was also.
Mm-hmm.
My personal favorite was Winter is Here to Stay, but I don't know if the audience was.
I think they were pretty like, what the fuck's going on? Because the last song we played is the last song of the album, and it's like this epic, long, symphonic heavy metal.
And it's really different from anything that this band has ever done.
Yes. But yeah, I think in the end of that song, people were really into it as well because it has so much power in the song as well.
And dynamics.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'll have to check that one out. And then, like, I know with a lot of people with like not being able to get out on the road and play live for fans and stuff. One thing that we're trying to take advantage of, myself included, is creating content for social media, getting out there via the internet. I mean, that's the one plus that we have going for us is like, people in Finland are going to hear me asking you questions for the first time, that I'd never probably get an opportunity like that if it wasn't for being able to do this. What are you guys what have you guys been working on to kind of try and get your name out there on the internet?
Yeah, well, we are also really active on social media, so we really try to be constant, even though all of us hate it because we just would like to make music, we're not social media professionals.
It takes time from being creative.
And I mean,
and making music, but
and you have your normal job and then you start the band job right after, so you make social media content, and we do a lot of like graphics and videos ourselves as well. So
3 of us is making like covers from famous bands and so on, and then we do some more humorous stuff sometimes, and like, well, we try pretty much anything. Or everything.
Yeah, and now that we have the record company from Italy, the Wormhole Death, so that's a new thing we tried also because we have received some, international fame through them, I would say. So that's also a cool thing that we could do now with them. So we are trying different things, how to reach out. And also whenever there's an interview or podcast or whatever, we're always happy to join, because we know that that's how you build the fame. You take part in the little things, and maybe someone will hear you and your music, and that's always great.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be nice for me to get some views out there in Finland. So I appreciate working with you guys on this. Now, how did you guys get connected with Wormhole Death, and what's that experience been like for you?
We sent our album to different labels and got few answers, and Wormhole Death was one of them. And they offered the deal, and we took some time, we consider it, and well, after some hesitation, is it right?
Yeah. We figured out a little bit because we had different offers, and of course we needed to, compare and stuff like this.
And
but you knew the label before, right?
A
little bit.
No.
Okay.
No. It just popped up from internet.
Okay, but someone knew it, so we have or we are part of this alliance of Finnish metal bands. So we have this alliance called New Wave of Finnish Heavy Metal, and it has a bunch of Finnish heavy metal bands the size of us, like not the major bands, but a little bit smaller bands who are trying to get it out there. And we are organizing gigs together and doing stuff together. And actually one band from the alliance had worked with Wormhole Death before, so of course we asked if it's any good and what are the experiences. And we got some good word from the label, and then we decided to
give it a go.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking, because I think I've heard of the alliance before. The Ghoul Star is a part of that.
I don't know.
Not sure.
Okay, yeah, I interviewed. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now from the Ghoul Stars, but he's in some other metal bands that I believe were part of that Finnish Metal Alliance or something.
Okay.
But as for like Wormhole, they've been popping up a lot in my emails and stuff too. Like how I got connected with you guys, through the publicists and everything. I've been seeing that label is gaining traction out there, so hopefully that'll be good help for you guys. Now, before we get ready to wrap up, I want to ask you a couple questions that I normally ask my guests that I have on. Now, you talked about some of the early influences you guys had in music. You're riding the train 8 hours to see Whitesnake and stuff like that. But who are your top 3 artists that you're listening to today?
Today, wow.
Oh.
Yeah, who would get you on the train for 8 hours to go see them?
Before I would have said Iron Maiden, because I have traveled 3,000 kilometers to see Iron Maiden by car because I couldn't get tickets to anywhere else, so I needed to come to Finland to see Iron Maiden that I had tickets for. So I done that, and maybe not today. My friend just actually asked me last night if I want to go to France to see Iron Maiden, and I really wanted to go, but then I was like, well, Iron Maiden is different now with the different drummer, so I probably will not travel to France to see them anymore. But that would be one. And then I really like this kind of newish band, Seven Spires. I don't know if you heard Seven Spires. Their singer Adrian Coven is like super cool girl or woman. She's like my idol. I think she's about the same age as me, but she has done already so much. She has been on the stage of Wacken and everything with Avantasia and other bands as well, and her new band is so cool. And what other would be on my playlist now? Merkur, probably. I don't know if you know. She's a solo artist from Denmark, I think. And she does like this black metal, but also really folky stuff. And I really like her stuff or her music.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that just came to me right now. So would it be
Yeah.
3 different things as well?
yeah. This is really hard to pick because, well, I guess I have to say Rammstein because their latest shows have been incredible. They know how to put on a show, like the stage and the pyros and everything. It's just out of this world. No one does it on that scale like that. When I started playing drums, Nightwish was the biggest band in the world for me, and I still like them very much. So I guess I have to say Nightwish. And the third band, I don't know. I've tried to think, but
It's gonna be Dream Theater, I know.
well, yeah. Oh, thank you. I was thinking like Motorhead, but it's a bit difficult to go see them now. But
Yeah, but we went to a Dream Theater show together as well. So,
yeah, 2 years ago. Oh, 1.5 years ago.
yeah.
First time
Nice.
seeing them with Mike Portnoy.
Hmm.
Nice. Yeah. Have you ever checked out his son's band?
I have heard of it, and I saw this video of his son on the Drumeo channel on YouTube. So I'm
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
they're
that
pretty
familiar with the
intense.
band, but I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, they're pretty intense. They're
Yeah.
good. I like their videos, and seeing them live was,
Oh,
and it's cool to see the family continuing, on
yes,
the
yes.
generations. And then, who are 3 people who've inspired you and you can credit for making you the person you are today?
This is even more difficult than the previous one.
Lemmy from Motorhead. Bruce Dickinson. Timo from Stratovarius.
As a drummer, I think I have to go with Jukka Nevalainen, who used to play in Nightwish because he was the first drum idol I ever had. I also go with Lemmy from Motorhead. And I guess I have to say Mike Portnoy here.
You're boring.
yes, I am.
Awesome. Well, hey, it was great talking with you guys and getting to know you better. What for any fans out there that want to check out Crimson Day and support you guys, or even pick up the new album, where would you send them?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to listen our new album, that would be great because it's now been out for what?
3 days.
3 days, so it's the freshest album you can get, basically. And you can find it from all the streaming platforms. And if you want to have a copy for yourself, you can order it from our official website, straight from the band, if you want to support us. And we have really cool merch as well. So if you really like our music, you can buy some merch from our websites as well. So hit a follow on the socials, and that's like the best thing you can do for a band.
And we have a brand new shirts.
Yeah, everything like that. So yeah, thanks for listening, and thank you, Bill, for inviting us to this podcast.
Oh, thank you. It was
Thank
a
you.
pleasure. You guys take care.
Yes,
Yes,
you
you
too.
too.
Yeah, see ya.
Listen up! Hold on to your seats. Grab your girls, grab your beers.
Hey everybody, this is Charlie from Anthrax, and you are listening to today's Boondoggle.
This is Mark Metcalf, and you are listening to today's Boondoggle with Bailey on Domain Cleveland Radio.
You are listening to today's Boondoggle with Bailey on Domain Cleveland Radio. Yes, Kato Kalin listens to this all the time.
Welcome to today's Boondoggle. Now here's your host.
Monty Heath, so Warren Heath, and you are listening to today's Boondoggle.
Hey, what's up? It's John from Skillet, and you are listening to today's Boondoggle on Domain Cleveland Radio.